What is up, everybody? How we do it? How we do it? How we do it? How we do it? Well, it's a full screen. Do a little recruiting before we start off. Hi, Suzette. How's it going? You think you like Liv? Yeah, I think I do too. I think I do too. Oh, her entrance is really cool, yeah. Are you watching SmackDown right now? There's a burner. Let's see. Edge. Oh. No, you're not watching SmackDown? You were just watching it earlier? Is that what you're talking about when you saw her entrance? What's up, everybody? How we doing? Hit that like, subscribe. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. We were just doing some recruiting. Now we're going to kick the game off now. I gotta fix the angle on this. Yeah, that's okay for right now. Alrighty. It's a good team. This USC team. They might beat me. But we'll see.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. Looking for blockers. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. So the USC Trojans offense will get first crack at it today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. So Iowa's offense will have its first possession of the game. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Rocket. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll go to work in the air on second down.
Ow.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got a man. It's Moulton. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Quick pass on the jet motion. Headed to
Let's
the
go.
end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up.
There he goes. And they swarm him under.
And the number one thing I'm thinking when I'm backed up like this is don't get a negative play. Create some space. Nice job by the offense. Nice run.
And as soon as you squirt through that hole, you can make a big play, and that's what they did there. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. Still on his feet at the 45. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dickey. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. To the air, it's Fox. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Interesting play call for this offense, man. A slow developing screen on a 3rd and short when a defense is a little bit aggressive, and it doesn't
And they
work.
missed
and
it.
It's easy to question after the fact, obviously, right, guys? Like, it didn't work, but I don't love that play call when I know a defense will be really aggressive on 3rd and short.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Grab near the marker. It's Lockett. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The will call on their punt team. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion sets them up on second down. Back to throw, it's Fox. Fires left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Out of the shotgun on third down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll keep it on the sneak. And the Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. That's caught. It's Lockett.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll give it to the back. Slithers into space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. There's a timeout on the field.
What's up,
Tight
everybody?
game
How we
here late
doing?
in the first half. And the Hawkeyes will try to punch it in on 1st. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he tacked on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
He's now up to 75 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. The Hawkeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man to the left. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got it in the middle. It's Lockett. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Iowa.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It's good, and that was dead solid, perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He breaks a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only run.
Breaks into the open. He smashes his way through again. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Tackle is made.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Back to throw, it's Fox. Breaks the tackle. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Trojans will line up to punt it away.
What up? What up?
He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner will be knocked down.
24. And your
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end.
You told me that Liv was your
Rather
Fortnite?
unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around.
I just read that right now. It's
Moving
funny.
up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The sure hands. It's Lockett. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball. Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
USC 0.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. That's caught. It's Lockett. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. That turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Hawkeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Turning it on! Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's now 2nd and
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Mars. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Fox. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll run play action. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of.
All right, I think we're going to go ahead and switch games after I get to next week. I'm going to get on some schedule 1 here in about 5 minutes or so. I just got to schedule a new stream. And yeah, I'll get you guys in a bit.